For Sun Metals itself, with solar farm, it'll cover 22% of our electricity, and upcoming wind farm project, 86% will be covered. My name is Michael Choi. I'm the CFO of Sun Metals. We started building the solar farm, and also we're investing in the wind farm, and all together we'll be using the renewable electricity only. That's part of our renewable energy business target. It is also about saving our costs, but also, protecting the environment and using the renewable electricity as well. It's the biggest wind farm in Southern Hemisphere, and our investment is about 30%. And going as planned at the moment, our construction will start mid this year.
The final target is to fully decarbonate of our whole Korea Zinc group. And then finally, 2050, something like that, we are covered 100% to produce the totally zinc produced. And then one of the maybe first green zinc refinery in the world, I think.
It's a great example of the transition that we're seeing right across the economy, actually. And we're here with one of our customers, a subsidiary of Korea Zinc, the world's largest refiner of zinc. Sun Metals Group is a really important part of their global business model. And really interesting, we're standing here in this massive solar panel farm of, I think, 1.2 million solar panels, which is really an important part of their drive to make their plant 100% renewable, 100% green. The solar farm was, of course, extremely innovative, and their desire and their drive to get to 100% renewable energy, and they're almost there, is really exciting, and their willingness to invest ahead of the curve. And we've just been talking to them about hydrogen. Now, everybody's talking about hydrogen, but this is a company, Korean-based, based here in Australia, that's actually doing it.
So our pilot plant, we call it Sun HQ. It is with the 1 megawatt electrolyzer. We're trying to finish our construction maybe next year. From there, we'll have different phases. We'll increase our capacity to 150 megawatts, and then to the size where we can export to our parent company, Korea Zinc, and also export globally as well.
Core to our strategy with our institutional big end of town customers is intermediating the flow of goods and capital around the region. And this is another great example. It's really us connecting Asia with Australia, resources, renewable energy, technology, trade, goods, all of those things. And of course, the capital flow that goes with it is really a perfect example of what ANZ does, and does particularly well.
ANZ has been Sun Metals' partner for more than 10 years now, and they have been very supportive to our business. We're talking with ANZ actively, and they are actually helping us out in some of the funding and financing.
Sun Metals is the second biggest user of electricity in Queensland, so this will go a significant way, being one of the material energy users, to then being 100% renewable in due course. So absolutely it helps Queensland. ANZ wants to support those businesses. They embarked on an expansion project which will see the plant now grow to 300,000 tonnes per annum of zinc, as well as greening the zinc economy. Australia is blessed with renewable energy, so we can produce that renewable energy here. When we want to export it somewhere like Korea that doesn't have the topography or the landmass or the renewable energy resource, then you need to transfer that into a form which will be hydrogen. They're doing things that are actually accelerating that transition and accelerating their part in the transition. The interesting part about it is, being a Korean company, is this is an Asian strategy. It's not just about here in Australia. It really is helping out one of our key trading partners, being South Korea, in terms of how they're going to green their economy and reach net zero by 2050. So Sun Metals, Townsville, is going to play a part in how Asia gets to net zero by 2050 as well.
So we have about 350 full-time employees in Sun Metals, and with contractors and our logistics company TL and Steve Dorian company TML together, we have more than 500 people working at the site. So I think that definitely provides good support for the community.
Here is a really important piece of infrastructure that's creating really important high-value jobs for the long term, and then see the flow-on effects right across Townsville and the region, right across the region, to see where it's really driving economic success and prosperity.